So, Mr. Bhattacharya, your clients are working teachers, na?
Yes, working.
Today is a Friday. What are they doing here? Schools?
Milord,
They are duty bound to teach the students. What are they doing here? Watching the fun. Huh? 8 days we have heard, and all of them are present on 8 days in all the
they
schools.
could not be present. They were looking into the online. The particular thing, Milord, which
No, your teachers are now enjoying an interim protection. They are working,
yes,
na?
yes,
So why they are here? They are not teaching the students.
Milord,
Not required.
no,
That's
no, no.
secondary. First is whether we will lose our job or not. Huh? And they don't understand also. We will get appointed, get our money, salary finished. We will go and watch the drama in High Court. We will not work in schools. Your clients are here from Uttar Dinajpur.
No, not all. Milord, they two or
But not,
three.
you do not require their assistance. You have called them and had a
Yes,
conference
yes,
in the chamber. So what for what they are here? Students of West Bengal are suffering. Primary school teachers. Whether our jobs will go or not. Today we will not pass an order whether your jobs will go or not. Don't be worried. Attend your duties. You have went to Supreme Court and obtained an interim order. Yes.
Now, Milord,
Yes, you have shown us third paragraph of.
yes. Now, Milord, I will be submitting to my lords that.
Sorry, we disturbed your.
No, Milord. Your lordship had expressed, and this is one thing, Milord, I should say out of my own volition, that in many courts it happened that when I was appearing in the education matter, Milord, the honorable judges were telling me that show me one school in West Bengal which has no litigation. And your lordship is more experienced than me.
No, so
insofar as the
teachers
education
will be
matters
here
are
in High Court. They are not required in the schools now.
concerned.
Some sort of sincerity in your
Milord,
job.
I have no words to say. I
See,
cannot.
see the state of affairs. You are
I
responsible.
say I have no words. I cannot make
But
submissions.
today, if I haul any one of them up, they won't be able to justify their absence in school. But they must have put in an application in the school for a casual leave. Check it up. If we desire, we can initiate disciplinary proceeding against these persons. Sir, what they will understand in court, you will make your submissions. Unfortunate state of affairs. Yes, sir, tell us what.
Now, Milord, I submit to my lords, Milord. I had, after Milord looking into the nature of the submissions, after hearing the
Summarized your argument. Your first argument is recruitment rules cannot be deviated from. It has to be on the basis of 2nd March and the subsequent amendment.
Right.
And a perusal of the rule will say that there is no separate guideline for holding aptitude in any other date. It is coupled with interview, and on the respective dates, in aptitude was state. The formation of opinion of the judge on the basis of the evidence taken in course of 165. Majority of the persons from Uttar Dinajpur have said aptitude test held. And Sham and Thapa, who was the interviewer pertaining to Uttar Dinajpur, was not there.
Now, Milord, no, Milord, just.
Yes.
I found out a judgment. Kindly excuse me, Milord, if there is any fault on my part. That.
You expect us to excuse before we see?
No,
we will decide whether we will excuse.
No, kindly see the judgment your lordship is perusing, Milord. 2004, volume 6, SCC, 218, paragraph 6. Milord, I say that in absence of a specification as to how aptitude test has to be conducted, the appointments which were given, they cannot be said to be unorganized. Paragraph 6.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Now, Millard, the next point which I will be urging before my lords, that Millard kindly for a second, Millard, peruse the particular provisions of Rule 5, Rule 8, Sub-Rule 5B, 1, 2, and 3. This, Millard,
Yes. Rule 5. We are on Rule 5. Yes.
Rule 8, Sub-Rule 5,
Yes. Rule 8.
Rule 8, Sub-Rule 5, B1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Note 4.
The
No, Sub-Rule 5.
Rule 8, Sub-Rule 5,
Huh.
then Millard B,
Yes.
then small Roman 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hmm.
Why I want to show? Because this particular selection, Millard, has to be made in every district. This has to be made district wise. Now,
selection committee shall prepare separate council-wise panels.
yes, and a panel of all selected candidates in a district. Has my lord got it, Millard? Rule 8 5B1. A panel of all selected candidates.
Yes. In a district.
In a district. Then, Millard, the categories have been mentioned, and that will be made serially.
So every district is under every district council. There are
Yes,
1 to 1.
yes, I have checked up meticulously.
There is no council having control of.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Now, one significant feature, because other way around, your lordship may ask me, this I was also, it came to my mind that supposing if your lordship asked me that why are you showing me this provision? Millard, I go to an extreme stage. Then, Millard, I found out that in the writ petition which was filed by the persons, Millard, that is this Priyanka Noshkar, there, Millard, there was clubbing up of all districts. On that score, whether your lordships will be entertaining the writ petition. The entertainability of the writ petition, not the maintainability.
Yes.
Now, and none of the district councils, Millard, have been made parties in the writ petition.
One district council may.
Is there. Now, your lordships may kindly consider also.
Yes.
Millard, I go to, because I think that it would not be proper on my part to make repetitions. I had heard the extensively, Millard, the proceedings before my lords. Now, one thing which I will be showing to my lords, that I have read the judgment number of times, the judgment under appeal. Millard, I do not want to name the honorable judge, but Millard, the judgment under appeal. Now, Millard, I do not find that there is a specific material on record or any tangible evidence to suggest that a corruption was committed.
Yes.
And my lords have laid down the law that there has to be a proof of guilt.
Yes. All right.
Then, my lord, I submit to my lords that from paragraphs, my lord, of the judgment, my lord, excepting the observation part, because why? When my lords are giving the judgment, my lord, lordship is quoting on down the submissions of the learned advocates, then your lordships are giving some observations, and then after that, my lord, the conclusions and what has to be done.
No, that varies
Now-
from judges to judge. That varies from judges.
Yes, and there is no prescribe. I also found, my lord, I had a book, my lord, this was given to me by my senior, how to write a judgment.
লিখতে হবে না
No, my lord,
What is it, G?
my lord, I say, my lord, kindly do not embarrass me.
doesn't have to write a judgment. Why did you go to
Kindly
that book?
do not embarrass me, my lord. I
We
have
have embarrassed you. We don't, so much of courage we have to embarrass the advocates.
kindly, I appeal to my lords, my lord.
Yes, sir, what are the rules you, further rule you want to show?
Yes, my lord, now your lordships may kindly also consider that one thing I should say to my lords, my lord, that we are all untrained candidates at the time when the selection process was started in 2016, but subsequently we had acquired training qualification in 2019. This thing also I should, my lord, draw to-
All your appellants.
all. These I should
That
not,
Mr. Pratik Dhar has argued.
I say, my lord, I do not want to, I am
That
just,
I am a class apart now.
yes,
You cannot treat me as an untrained now. I am
Yes.
in service. I have completed training. I am a teacher.
means class within a class, this,
I think if we have appreciated Mr. Dhar's argument, his
Yes.
contention was, is it not Mr. Dhar? That was your argument.
Exactly.
Yes. So you are adopting
I'm
such.
just adopting the, yes, I am adopting the submissions, my lord.
So all of you have completed training by now.
Yes. At least so far as the district of Uttar Dinajpur is concerned, my lord, I cannot say others because that will be
No, they
a
must
far-reaching
have. They
consequence.
must have.
Yeah, must have,
Otherwise, they would.
must have.
Yes. the other
Now,
point.
with regard to the extensive submissions made under section 165, I do not want to add any word, but I say that only one thing I add, that I have checked up the old judgments which were prevailing in the field. Now, I cannot make a watertight compartment that Evidence Act can be exercised by the judge under Article 226, nor I can say that it cannot be done. This, my lord, I am submitting.
Straitjacket.
Yes,
No straight.
this I should say, my lord, as an officer of the court, I cannot make a watertight compartment. Now, your lordships may kindly consider now, my lord, your lordship may kindly consider, your lordship was asking, my lord, the revert senior, my lord.
Sir, each of the subclauses starts a panel of selected candidates,
Yes,
and there was no publication of panel.
I am coming to that point. I have made my note, I am coming to that. Now, before I come to the question of the panel, I very respectfully submit to my lords that the, my lord, subject to correction of my lords, kindly do not take me amiss. Your lordship is more experienced in these particular primary and secondary matters. There is no provision in the West Bengal Primary School Teachers Recruitment Rules of 2016 for publication of panel in the public domain. There is no provision for publication of panel in the public domain.
Then why in the definition of panel it is given so
My lord, definition of panel is given, but kindly see whether,
by the board?
my lord, kindly see, I say, my lord, with the deepest of respect, panel means a list of names of the eligible and selected candidates for appointment as teacher in primary schools published by the board according to the rules.
Hmm.
Therefore, but after this entire selection process is conducted in terms of Rule 8(5), then, my lord, I find in the
Now just imagine a situation. I am a participant. I give my exam. After exam, I am not getting my result. Suddenly, one fine morning, I get an appointment letter. So
Well,
then, first of all, I should go and find out that whether there was. I mean, I don't know. That will be maybe their argument.
yes,
But
yes.
if there is no publication of the panel,
How do I come to know?
then the entire gamut raises suspicious circumstances.
Yes. Now, my lord, your lordships may kindly consider that so far as the selection procedure of the particular statutory bodies or other bodies are concerned, in most of the cases I found.
No, that cannot be a
No,
justification.
I cannot. I am not saying that your lordships, I am not saying that one illegality.
No, we have in primary matter we have seen court has directed that if board has said high court matter pending. I will
Milord,
not publish.
your lordships may even, at the risk of repetition, I am submitting that after this particular 8(5), as your lordships have taken note of it, there is a particular Rule 9 which says approval of the panels.
That is
Therefore,
why the-
yes, therefore this is pre-publication. Then, my lord, comes the stage of the appointment letters, issuance of appointment letters.
publication.
Yeah. Yes, সেটা আপনারা দেখালেন স্যার, সেটা আমি দেখাতে পারিনি।
Now then, what is your argument?
My
It was published.
My lord, I say, I have on behalf of District Uttar Dinajpur, I say that in the office of the District Primary School Council, Uttar Dinajpur, there was pasting of
Where is that paragraph in your leave to appeal?
leave to
That
appeal.
there was a pasting of the panel. Show us.
No, I say, my lord, I submit, my lord, what has happened, I can say to my lords.
No, that has to be your averment. Na?
My lord,
Consider one argument of yours that should be supported by an averment. Because you have taken a point
no, I
that
say,
no averment made in the
no,
writ
no, I
petition.
say, my lord, at that stage,
So
stage,
can we record that it is your upon instruction you are submit
I
that
am
a
upon
panel was
upon instructions this much your lordship can record, but I cannot say, my lord, that I cannot say that this has been pleaded. This has been pleaded in the particular the stay application. I cannot say that.
then it becomes a very anomalous situation.
Yes, yes. Now your lordships may kindly consider also that, my lord, even if your lordships, my lord, then my lord comes to after this Rule 10, if your lordship comes to Rule 11, 12, 13,
Hmm.
about publication of panel in the public domain,
Hmm.
I do not find, my lord, this is an inference, or, my lord, this can be at best an expression of the court that when a person appears in an examination, he has a right to know. Now, today, my lord, what is happening is that when a person is appearing in an examination and he is not getting any information, he is making a letter to the authorities in terms of the Right to Information Act, kindly supply me the marks secured by me and the last cut-off marks.
Which has been subsequently done. Your Uttar Dinajpur marks were disclosed, na?
Yes,
The
that's it, pasting. That's the reason I say, my lord, or this is on
No,
instruction.
during pendency of the writ petition,
Not,
pendency of the board has uploaded information, na?
my lord, this is for,
Before, there are so many repetitions filed at the relevant time, challenging the panel that was published by the court. Annexing the panel.
No,
So many
Mr. Gupta, was there publication of
Yes,
panel?
publication of the panel in each office of the district primary school council.
So that must be under a signature of an officer.
These panels were annexed with the repetitions, so many repetitions.
Maybe leaving aside that,
Numbers.
no, leaving aside what you are the statutory body.
Yes, it
So-
was published that.
Did you have any decision for publication of panel? Board must be, no group D staff can go and just paste it. There must be a system, no?
Some letter sending issued by the board to the respective DPSCs to hang it up.
That letter has been brought on record.
I haven't seen that letter, but the panels, my lord, in different districts have been annexed with the repetitions where they have challenged the one. There are so many repetitions.
সতেরো সালে রিপিটিশন ফাইল হয়েছে
No, we want to know what was the procedure adopted by you.
Procedure
After written test, interview, aptitude,
After everything, my lord, the panels were respective panels of each separate district were sent to the respective DPSCs for hanging up in their notice.
After approval by the board,
Yes,
first it has to be sent to the board.
After every stage is over. It was just sent to the DPSCs for the purpose of issuing appointment letters on the basis of such panel.
But that is not stated in your affidavit in opposition.
Milord, this question was not raised perhaps.
Yes.
But in any event,
Of course,
immediately
raised,
I can produce, Milord, several writ petitions before your lordships filed by the respective candidates.
Maybe in support of,
annexing those panels.
but you have not made any averment to that effect in your opposition. This what you are submitting, subject to correction. I may be wrong.
Maybe, but if I can demonstrate before
Mr. Gupta, please check up this point, because I think
Yeah,
Mr. Bhattacharya and others will be
definitely taking
pointing out the infirmities so that you can assist the court
Yes.
to that effect. Yes, Mr. Bhattacharya, finished?
Yes. Now the last thing which I'm indicating now, Milord, kindly also see Rule 9,
Rule 9. Yes,
approval of the panel.
yes.
The panels after being prepared shall be accorded approval by the board and thereafter shall be sent to the respective district primary school council with necessary papers for appointment. Therefore, this is the stage, Milord, which my learned revered senior Milord was indicating that it was done by the particular Milord respective district primary school council.
Appointment of teacher published by the board according to
ওইখানেই তো গন্ডগোলটা তুলে রেখেছে। তোদের কে বলতে বলেছিল এইটা অ্যাড করতে?
published by the board.
Now you see, Rule 9, my brother points out,
Yes.
Rule 9 and the definition, if you read together, Rule 9 says the panel after being prepared shall be accorded approval by the board. Let us stop here.
Yes.
Now kindly come to the definition.
Definition.
Panel means
A list of
names of allegiance here as
Appointment of
teacher
teacher
primary
published by the board.
published by the board. So this definition clause does not fit in Rule 9.
No, there is an indication. If after it is approved by the board,
Yes, but
then it will be
there
sent
is
to the
no-
district.
No, there is no statement as regards publication by board.
Milord, my
The
lords,
board will approve and publish it.
I say, Milord, my lords have laid down the law. That
No,
means
how we can interpret, but we cannot subtract something from
no, nothing, not at all, because these rules are handmade for justice.
Right. So we have
Therefore-
this Rule 9 and the definition subject to what you say may be incompatible. Maybe. All right, Mr. Bhattacharya.
Yes, and last definition I give, and then I close it.
Which definition?
Now, what is the definition of corruption?
It is.
Because your lordship had
That
indicated, because
Mr. Dotto has argued.
Milord, I know that Mr. Dotto will be arguing that, but I got a judgment.
Okay,
I just,
what is your argument as regards corruption?
Milord, I say, Milord, there was no corruption. Why I say?
This is-
Why I say?
Huh.
Because why I say? I have to go by, Milord, the particular wordings of the Supreme Court. It is easy to say that there was
Yes, that is.
commission of corruption, but it is very difficult to prove it. Unless it is proved to the Milord, to the hilt, it cannot be said that there is a corruption. There is nepotism. Milord, kindly, Milord, I'm just having. Milord, 2007, Volume 7 SCC 358, paragraph 3, it deals with definition of corruption.
Paragraph 3.
Yes. Full judgment of
Yes. Yes, Mr. Bhattacharya.
Milord, it has been indicated, Milord, kindly see the definition that corruption as such has reached dangerous heights and dangerous potentialities. The word corruption has wide connotation and embraces almost all spheres of our day-to-day life the world over. In a limited sense, it connotes allowing decisions and actions of a person to be influenced not by the rights or wrongs of a cause, but by the prospects of monetary gains or other selfish consideration. Avarice is a common frailty of mankind, and while Robert Walpole's observation that every man has a price may be a little generalized, yet cannot be gainsaid that it is not far from truth. Bach cautioned, among a people generally corrupt, liberty cannot last long. This has been the definition. It is not my own, my lord, perception or my particular, my lord.
So how do you say your case does not come within paragraph?
I say why I say this
Yes.
thing. Kindly consider.
Let us go line by line.
Yes.
Corruption as such has reached dangerous heights and dangerous potentials. Do you deny?
Right.
You cannot deny.
No, I said here the Supreme Court is saying, as I
Yes,
told you,
yes.
my lord, I will be showing another judgment.
No, another judgment will go. You explain
Yes,
this
why?
paragraph. to
Because
us.
corruption, if your lordship has to take, it has a wide connotation
Hmm.
and embraces almost all spheres of our day-to-day life.
Right.
Now, supposing today, if your lordship, my lord, is of an opinion that, my lord, there has been corruption so far, the particular this particular, my lord, selection process is concerned. What is that factor or what is that clinching evidence by which it can be inferred? My lord, admittedly, I should say, as a matter of fact or as a matter of judgment, my lord, that insofar as the School Service Commission matters were concerned, there were ample documents on record to suggest that this was the entire selection process. It cannot be say, rather I should say, my lord, that it cannot be said that it was faulty, but I say, my lord, there many illegalities had, my lord, crept in the selection process. But insofar as the present case is concerned, with my very little understanding, I do not find any matters on record by which, my lord, it can be inferred
Very good.
that there has been a corruption. And last judgment, I say, and then I conclude that, my lord, this is the government, my lord, the Supreme Court said how the government should tackle corruption. My lord, this is a judgment, my lord, kindly see, 2017, volume 8 SCC 757.
Paragraph.
Paragraphs number 2, 54 to 58 and 61. And there the Supreme Court is even observing, my lord, I must say, my lord, in paragraph 61, I find that
Paragraph 2. Which are the paragraphs you
my
said?
lord, I said, my lord, just 1 second, my lord. My lord, I only said paragraph 2, then paragraphs 54 to 58, 54 to 58 and 61. And kindly take note of 61.
ওদেরকে বলেছে অভিজিৎ আসার জন্য বলেছে
The main,
61.
yes, my lord, the main reason of corruption now today, as it seems, my lord, this becomes, my lord, apart from the issue that this is fall in moral value, because I am always deciding how much of wealth I should have at the cost of particular persons. And the Supreme Court is saying, my lord, kindly see these observations. I was also rather, my lord, very much, my lord, persuaded by this submission, by these, my lord, observations of the judgment. Tackling corruption is going to be a priority task for the government. The government has been taking constant efforts to deal with the problem of corruption. However, the constant legislative reforms and strict judicial actions have still not been able to completely uproot the deeply rooted evil of corruption. This is the area where the government needs to be seen taking unrelenting stand and uncompromising steps. Supreme Court observes that the government needs to be seen taking unrelenting stand and uncompromising steps. Leaders should think of, my lord, this is also, my lord, I should
Yes.
point out to my lords, leaders should think of introducing good and effective leadership at the helm of affairs. Only then benefits of liberalization and various programs, welfare schemes and programs would reach the masses. Lack of awareness and supine attitude of the public has all along been found to be the advantage of the corrupt. Due to the uncontrolled spread of consumerism and fall in moral values, corruption recommending to the basic values of tradition rooted in ancient and external wisdom. Unless people rise against bribery and corruption, society can never be rid of this disease. The people can collectively put off this evil by resisting corruption by any person, howsoever high he or she may be. Here I say that, my lord, This is, if these be the observations of the Supreme Court, therefore, my lord, unless a particular, there is a general awareness of the people, my lord, your lordship cannot, because then every selection, I say, my lord,
Is exactly what they are wanting to do.
yes, I say, my lord,
They are wanting to do, people collectively, these repetitioners.
no, I say,
Put off this evil. Put off this evil. by
Yes.
Resisting corruption.
yes.
By any person, howsoever high he or she.
Therefore, my lord, as I showed and had told your lordships, that it is easy to allege, as my lords have laid out the law, I must not get, it is alleged, it is easy to allege malafide.
It's a
But
serious
yes,
problem. It is a serious problem.
very serious problem. And now, my lord, kindly consider that today, supposing, my lord, I go to an extreme submission, I go to an extreme case, that my lords is totally, my lord, cancelling the selection. Will your lordships, my lord, I am putting this question to this court, that will your lordships be able to, my lord, erode the corruptions? Never. I say, my lord, against that question.
There would be a fear.
That's right.
At least
Never be. And
as people will start fearing that let
no,
us
I
not
say,
take
my lord,
this sort of-
fear is always required. But, my lord, at the same time, a good morality is required in order to, my lord, erode these things. Otherwise,